Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Working from home, protect your sensitive data with an extra layer of security at expressvpn.com/inside. Welcome to Inside Gaming. I'm Brian. It's weekend roundup time. So we all know it hasn't been a good time recently for CD Projekt Red, starting with the disastrous launch of Cyberpunk 2077 back in December. Well, now we've got some more info about how badly Cyberpunk has affected the company's bottom line. It is not good at all. So CD Projekt Red reported Monday that their profits dropped by more than half in the first quarter after the botched release of Cyberpunk. You probably already know this, but the game suffered from a variety of bugs, performance issues, especially on the base PS4 and Xbox One. It got so bad, Sony took the drastic step of taking the game off the PlayStation Store. It's still gone. Who knows when it's coming back? Sony not letting it back on yet. CD Projekt Red wouldn't say how many units of Cyberpunk it sold in the most recent quarter. That is never a good sign because they always let you know when they sell a bunch. The only info they gave was that about 60% of their first quarter product sales came from Cyberpunk. Basically, that just means it's super, super important to their bottom line. A company official told investors that the general situation, as long as we are not back on the Sony store, has not changed. One of the leading marketplaces for us is not available, and we generate most of the sales on the PC/digital channels. Anyway, all of this has had a huge impact on their bottom line. CD Projekt Red's net profit in the first quarter fell, this is crazy, almost 65% compared to the previous year, to the equivalent of about $8.9 million. That is a crazy drop. The problem was also analysts were expecting a lot more. They were expecting a net profit of about $21.9 million. So that's a huge gap. And of course, the company's stock tanked on that news. It dropped more than 9.5% on Tuesday. It's recovered a little bit, but it's still down. Overall, its stock has plunged from a high of $31 a share. That was right before Cyberpunk released in December. It's now under $11 a share. So they are really hurting financially. Still, they're pressing on. Reuters reports that they plan to publish free DLC and update both Cyberpunk and The Witcher 3 to next-gen consoles in the second half of the year. They also said CD Projekt Red plans to start parallel high-budget developments in 2022. Maybe they should fix the game they put out first, as well as look for merger and acquisition opportunities. So they're pressing on. They obviously need to fix Cyberpunk, but it is still a mess so far. And obviously, as you can tell, it is really affecting them financially. All right, we're going to get to the rest of the stories in just a second. But first, let's talk about Honey. It's time to thank one of our longtime sponsors that gives so much more than they take. You know them. You should love them. I'm talking about Honey, the online shopping extension that saves you money when you shop online and you're ready to check out. The Honey button drops down. Boom. All you have to do is click Apply Coupons, just like that. Honey applies any working coupons it finds directly to your cart. I noticed this getting Mother's Day gifts, big time savings with Honey. It was just boom. I didn't have to do anything. It was just like, ooh, do you want to apply the coupons and save money? Yes, I do. Thank you, Honey. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, from everything to clothing to tech and gadgets. If you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds, and by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. I would never recommend something I don't use. Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/inside. That's joinhoney.com/inside. So save money with Honey. All right, on to the rest of the stories. Now, to the surprise of no one, the next God of War game won't be coming out this year. Did you really think it was coming out in 2021? Absolutely not. Nobody thought this. Y'all get it. Sony Santa Monica, though, made it official. They released a statement saying they're shifting the release window to 2022. They wrote, "We remain focused on delivering a top quality game while maintaining the safety and well-being of our team, creative partners, and families." They thanked everyone for their support and said, "We've got some exciting things in the works that we can't wait to show you." On the PlayStation blog, head of PlayStation Studios, Herman Hulst, said they pushed the game to next year to, quote, "ensure that Santa Monica Studio can deliver the amazing God of War game that we all want to play." Good news, though, there is a PS4 version of the game in the works too, so it's going to be cross-gen. That's great. Another big Sony AAA game in the works, Horizon Forbidden West, still scheduled to release this holiday. Hulst said they think they're on track to put it out this holiday, but it, quote, "isn't quite certain yet, and we're working as hard as we can to confirm that to you as soon as we can." I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. He said that both games are, quote, "affected by access to performance capture and talent," so probably some lingering COVID-19 issues. Could the new Bioshock be a PlayStation exclusive? That is the rumor, according to a leak. It's grain of salt territory. But of course, I'm talking about Bioshock 4 that was announced in 2019. Take-Two, the parent company of 2K, said the game will have a presence at this year's E3. Xbox Era said that Bioshock 4 might be exclusive to the PlayStation, fully exclusive or a timed exclusive, but regardless, that would be big. Speaking of E3, Nintendo has a date for its big direct. They tweeted that the live stream will take place June 15th, 9 a.m. Pacific. They added that it'll have, quote, roughly 40 minutes of info focused exclusively on Nintendo Switch software, mostly releasing in 2021. So that's cool. Hopefully it's some good first-party stuff and not just some rando indies. Some indies are good, but there's a lot of filler in there too. Of course, we can hold that hope. They'll talk about, hopefully, Breath of the Wild 2. I don't know, Metroid Prime 4, maybe a new Mario game. Metroid Prime 4, I wouldn't. That's still a long ways away. Maybe a new Mario game, something for The Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary. There's Bayonetta 3 in the works. They're all over the place. Maybe the Switch Pro announcement. That's been talked about for a while. So we will see. So here's a weird one. You know how Nintendo's been cracking down on ROM sites? Well, one site owner decided to fight them in court. Bad idea. He lost a lot. The owner of Rom Universe, Matthew Storman, decided to defend himself in court. Oh no. Arguing that his site wasn't breaking any laws and that he hadn't uploaded any of the ROMs himself. He did, though, charge for premium access to the site. He testified that during 2019, the site generated between $30,000 and $36,000 in revenue. That is not worth it, dude. Oh, and it also emerged from the trial that he had previously admitted that he had uploaded ROMs to the site. The judge ruled that the site should pay $35,000 in statutory damages for each of the 49 copyrighted Nintendo games on the site. They also awarded trademark damages of $400,000. You add all that up, he owes him more than $2.1 million in damages. Oh, God, my man should have called Saul. Jimmy McGill would have gotten him out of this. Personally, I think emulation provides a valuable service when it comes to preserving and archiving old games. The industry does a terrible job of this. I think a lot of preservationists do a great job. Emulation definitely has its place, but once you start charging, kind of a different story. All right, time for a 5-second review. Damn, this game is still hard. It was hard when I was a kid. I'm not going to get any better now. I'm way worse. The Ghosts and Goblins won. All right, let's talk about the games coming out next week. First up, Chivalry 2 is a multiplayer, first-person slasher inspired by epic medieval movie battles. Players are thrust into the action of every iconic moment of the era, from clashing swords to storms of flaming arrows to sprawling castle sieges and more. It comes to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One. June 8th, Edge of Eternity. Wage epic turn-based battles as you follow Darion and Celine on their quest to find a cure to the all-consuming corrosion in this grand tale of hope and sacrifice. Comes to PC June 8th. The Elder Scrolls Online. You know what Elder Scrolls Online is. It's a big MMO. Experience limitless adventure in a persistent Elder Scrolls world. It's fun. I like Elder Scrolls Online. Battle, craft, steal, or explore, and combine different types of equipment and abilities to create your own style of play. It comes to the PS5, Xbox Series X June 8th, and the Blackwood DLC comes out the same day for PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One. Green Hell is a sweltering struggle for survival in the Amazon rainforest. Clinging to life, the player is set on a journey of durability as the effects of solitude wear heavy, not only on the body, but also the mind. How long can you survive against the dangers of unknown? Me, probably 30 minutes. It comes to the PS4 and Xbox One June 9th. Later daters, welcome to Ye Old, your new retirement paradise. I'm already looking forward to it. If I could have just like a couple consoles and a PC in my retirement home, I'm good. Y'all don't even need to visit. Date as an octogenarian and find somebody to love, or just get your kicks in while the getting's good. Remember, if the chairs are rocking, don't come a knocking. It comes to the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One June 9th. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade is an enhanced and expanded version of the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PlayStation 5. Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, it comes bundled with all kinds of stuff. With the Final Fantasy VII Episode Intermission, featuring Yuffie as the main character. That introduces an exhilarating new story arc and numerous gameplay additions for players to enjoy. It comes to the PS5. June 10th, Ninja Gaiden Master Edition. Enjoy 3 games from the Ninja Gaiden series in this one title. Each one just as fun as you remember while providing the same high-speed action of the originals. Includes Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge. Comes to the Switch June 10th. We Are Football. Lead your football club through national championships and to international stardom. Take over an established men's or women's team of your choice as its manager, or bring a small team into the big league. Comes to PC June 10th. Black Skylands. Build your skyship. Explore the open world. Fight factions of pirates and monsters. Claim your territory by foot or by your flying vessel. You're the captain and the sky is the limit in this Skypunk open world action adventure. Comes to PC June 11th. And finally, a big one, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Go dimension hopping with Ratchet and Clank as they take on an evil emperor from another reality. Jump between action-packed worlds and beyond at mind-blowing speeds, complete with dazzling visuals and an insane arsenal as the intergalactic adventurers blast onto the PS5 June 11th. That's all the news I got for you this week, guys. I hope you're having a great weekend. We'll see you soon.